it was Secret in the group stage that drafted a 3-position Darkseer that turned into a 4.
Yeah. I don't know how innovative that one is.
I like it in this sort of game, though. It's just team fight. That's the thing. I look at VG. It just feels so hard for IG to win an engagement because they only have like blink initiation, right? Yeah. Sure, you could like pounce on someone with a Monkey King, but VG just have these like I win buttons waiting. If someone catches, if you get X'd, you're probably just gonna die. That's easy catch. You're gonna be able to surge forwards. Razor has excellent link targets here. All 3 heroes, or all 3 cores rather. Very easy to be ran at.
It's a good start for IG. They managed to swap the lanes in time, so they're not going to get that Razor versus Doom matchup that could have happened. Yeah. They want to be able to get that Arc Warden against it, but they are going to try and gank JT very early here. See if they can force him to teleport, and he does. He TPs to the tier 2, very low on health. He did double down on the tangos. And then perhaps the more important matchup dodged is that Emo is in the off lane instead of mid because he doesn't want any more of what Ori's cooking. Yeah, this time FlyFly is going to try and take it to him because after all, he's playing the Monkey King. They want this matchup, but this matchup is kind of fun. There's a high amount of variance here just because the Monkey King should be able to win, but there is so much damage coming from this Kunkka on a low armor hero, plus you've got the combo. Even just one support rotation can make a world of difference. It reminds me of the old school Puck versus Lina matchup where Puck had a little more base damage, better attack animation. You'd slowly win, much like the Monkey here, but you mess up and Lina just turns it around and kills you. Same with Here's going to be your first gank, but this time it's coming from Kunkka. They do manage to get the stacks up. Nice body blocks from Kunkka. Enough to ensure the kill? It is. Fairy Fire will not save Ori. First blood for the Earthshake. And they set that up just as the courier delivered the Orb of Venom. That's actually what secures the kill. Really nice job there. Good movement from the Shaker. And one of the few tri-lanes we've seen thus far at the tournament. But makes sense. You're trying to free farm your Arc Warden. You've got a Bane. It's a very formidable try, and also because you have this advantageous matchup middle, you now can effectively play 2 lanes, which is what you want when you have a more roaming style of your 4 position. Just in time, hit slip out on the strike to be able to get the stacks up. Looks to finish off the range, but Eurus is going to die here in bottom lane as he tries to challenge this double range matchup he's against, and he just feeds. Yeah. It's going so far so good for IG. Top lane, the downside of the Darkseer 4 is that, of course, you don't really apply any... Oh, hold up. Oh, FlyFly gets a little bit low, but they're going to be able to get the Jingu stacks and the Fisher block. Just beautiful from Kunkka. The Boundless Strike up to full health. And this is how you dominate a mid lane. Kunkka is going to grab this double damage rune. He left it there for a bit to see if FlyFly wanted to pick it up. This is sick now. Monkey King just starts to run away with this lane with this kind of lead, and we're going to see a repeat perhaps of that previous game where level 4 Kunkka is forced to jungle. And yeah, Darkseer, yeah, there's a Shaker roaming, but what is the Darkseer roam actually going to accomplish? He was expecting a more combative lane up top. They were going to end up trading resources. Instead, he's sort of relegated to just jungling and stacking because his effect up top is... No, you just chase a Doom around, sure, but you're going to end up pushing the lane, and he just farms under tower. And I like this swap. You want to make sure that someone else gets the advantage of free farming top, so they'll put the Razor up there. Yeah, but then aren't they just going to, okay, another Fisher block, dude. Somebody's got to give him a word. Vision. He just cannot contend with this. The Winter Wyvern shows up, but it's far too late to save him. Ori is going to get banged on by Kunkka at the same time. PYW does manage to get the kill on JT as they trade out to Yang at the same time. This is necessary because the Razor actually has kill potential on the Doom, and as you can see, IG are wreaking havoc on the mid and bottom lanes. They needed something, but... Why didn't IG just swap right away? I know they have the TP up on Arc Warden at least. I'm not sure, to be honest. They might have thought they could just do better than they are. Bane, of course, is still one of the best supports in Dota 2. And Arc Warden, like, you have 2 spells that deal damage, right? It's pretty simple. They're going to sleep into the spells. Now there's a Shaker setting up. It's just so much damage output. Enough to ensure the Spark Rate does land. And they can pop the Flux as soon as Yang gets away from the creep wave. Due to that Fisher block, he's going to run back into the creep wave to try and dodge some of the damage, but it's enough. It's slowed him down. It's kept him in place. And enough for IG. 6-1 already.
And Ori still just coming back middle. 0 and 3, tripled up in CS by the Monkey King, but I don't mind the decision because you can't go jungle. Like, you cannot just let Monkey King farm mid, especially because he'll just hunt you in the jungle no problem once he pushes the lane in at nighttime. So we'll see. Maybe they're going to look for a kill, actually. Will this work?
Yeah, they're going to try and slow down VG.Fly here. Kunkka ready to get a good Fisher block in. Holds it for a little bit, now realizing that they're going to go for him instead. Tries to throw it out, does manage to dodge the torrent, but it will be run down by the Ion Shell. I'm not sure if you could call that a successful gank, but it will give Ori a breath of relief. At least for a moment. Until he goes back in and almost dies. There's going to be that cold embrace, but that just sets up VG.Fly to be able to surround him with the Wukong's command. He's going to go for PYW at the same time. Gets that kill. And now playing forward, is going to pop the healing salve. Look at that, Ollie.
Oh, nice
rotates over to be able to catch it. The torrent does land on a VG.Fly, but he turns around. The dodge. Oh, he does a little bit of damage and will be able to lifesteal just enough on the strike. Oh, he didn't hit anything. VG.Fly, what the hell was that?
He saw them too.
Choked under pressure, man. You could have hit the 2 melee creeps and the Underlord.
That was just a whiff. That felt like one of those old school 80s moves with bad choreography. You know, you're supposed to lose the fight and the punch just sails. He sees them. Like, he played sick, he jukes the
I mean, I don't think he juked that. He killed the courier and then Yang like started going up.
Maybe he lost vision?
Maybe he did, yeah. He just clipped that one creep, that was it. That's all he hit. Awkward. 3-8 now, 2,000 net worth lead for IG. JT is, we haven't talked about him yet, but he's just trying to make it work against the Razor lane. Doing a little devouring, a little bit of creep pulling. Whatever tricks he can come up with.
Awkwardness, 28 denies. Emo recovered after the shellacking he got in that first game, now looking in a dominant position. Flyby as well. Like, this is what you're looking for if you're IG. Your 2 cores skyrocketing the top of the net worth chart. And you guys are the ones with the late game.
Last game he was sad. This game he just seemed straight mad. Trying to punish VG Gaming and instill the same kind of rough laning phase that he had to endure. And it's certainly working. 50 denies. 54 denies on the side of IG.
Rookie numbers, Cap.
Rookie numbers. What's the highest number of denies you've ever gotten, Kyle, in a game?
I'm not sure. It's not really something I prioritize. I think denies are overrated. Just ask, well, no.
Kyle, weren't you an offlaner?
Let's not get into that, Cap.
So it's about saying, I rate denies real highly because that's what keeps me from getting levels, and that makes me feel real bad. This is just going to be a compilation of Ori deaths.
Looks that way. There's quite a few of them. This could take some time.
One more Fisher block for the road.
This is not an instant replay. This is 3 separate times Ori dies in pretty much the exact same fashion.
It's just wild to me. Like, I understand they have a 4-position Darkseer, so not a lot he can do to help you. But I just can't believe they let Ori just get ganked that many times by an Earthshaker. Nobody wanted to give him vision.
I mean, he had
that might be the culprit right there. PYW, where's your vision going, dog?
He had a ward, but unfortunately it didn't see where the Shaker was actually standing because he effectively just camped behind tower. And no one's going to ward behind their own tier 1 mid the initial daytime.
Well, all this free space they've given to Emo, he has statted up.
Trusty Shovel.
He's got 3 Wraith Bands and a Treads. Trusty Shovel for Yang.
What is it, a 16% chance to find a bounty rune?
Yep.
Unbalanced. Not really.
The true win is having an Alchemist, because even when he gets the little null, he doesn't care that much. Ollie pulled back into his tomb, but VG.Fly, he actually seizes an opportunity to be able to fight, and he's right. Yang getting beaten senseless here with a big staff from VG.Fly, but Yang will limp away with just 10 HP. Didn't want to overcommit. Meanwhile, Eurus, oh, that's a big kill. JT has had to put up with a lot of shit from this Razor, and he finally gets a little bit of revenge.
Emo made a great play there, just teleporting in his illusion. He's got triple Wraith Treads, so the stat and damage output's quite high. So we still have a little bit of a packet loss, so we're going to take a short break, but if I'm VG, I need maybe a time machine to try and recover this early game, because at this point it is really just out of reach. Once again, this Kunkka mid getting exploited. However, at least it required the rotation of a Shaker, but it didn't really punish bottom. The Arc Warden's actually having an even better game than the Monkey King right now.
Yeah.
And this is how you like to tri-lane. It's a forgotten relic of the past, but in a perfect world, when you aggro tri-lane, you want to have two heroes strong enough that they can be left there by their own, and also have kill potential on mid with one of your supports, because you're effectively just playing 4 people on the bottom side versus tri-laning hard. If you're stuck as 3 heroes, you end up just getting to a significant XP disadvantage. But because Shaker doesn't really need any, he can freely just rock the woods. And again, what is a Darkseer going to do? He's out leveling the Shaker, sure, but it doesn't matter because the game impact radically different stories.
Yeah, I mean, you pointed out pretty early. It's like, what can he do right now? Well, all he can really do is just stack. Nobody's afraid of the ganking Darkseer at level 2.
He does have 2 points in vacuum, but even this is kind of odd to me. You've got no points in Surge. So
I thought this game was going to be a lot about the Surge, so I'm surprised he's willing to delay that ability so much.
Playing for the AoE combo, perhaps? You do have a hell of a lot of AoE. You vac someone into the Wyvern ulti, then set up for the Torrent combo. You've got Pit, you've got Fire.
Let me just say, this Earthshaker is rocking the game right now, and that is an iconic Kunkka hero. I remember watching replays all the way back at in like the TI 2-3 area, and I had a little notebook that I would write, my little notes on.
Yes.
I was playing a little bit competitively at that time, but I was also casting as one of the.
You made like air quotes competitively?
Yeah, like air quotes. Like I scrimmed and got dumpstered by real teams. That sort of thing. But
sounds like my experience as a professional.
But I had a little Dota notebook, and I still remember writing down a Kunkka, and it was just like, any melee initiator you can give him, he's a god on it. You give him Earthshaker, you give him, back in those days, it was the 4-position Sand King that was also really good. He's just a beast at being able to read team fights and positioning himself to get initiations. And he's certainly doing quite the job of it in this laning phase. We'll see as the game continues on. Nice shirt, JT.
I was about to say the same. I love negative space. So, any other stories in the past, Cap, you'd like to share with us in the audience?
How about the first time we casted together?
Oh, true. Was that 2009?
2009. A young Kyle and Capitalist. In a different game, in a different world, in a different place in their lives. Casted Dota 2, and here in 2020, casting together again.
Why'd you check your watch when you said 2020?
Because I wanted to make sure I had the year right. I don't know, Kyle. The camera's not even on me. I'm like Rich, I just need, everything's a prop. Kunkka's been caught. Okay, that's not a Fisher that's going to do any damage. He's not running off the ally. For sure, I guess so. Okay, well, they aren't going to be able to get an initiation on Yang. They will manage to kill him. Flyfly kills him, and the Cold Embrace is not enough to save Ori either. So they managed to get 2 core kills off of that invasion. Very nice.
He had to do the long walk around.
And he just shows up, and he just died. Okay, Flyfly. That's the play. Wait. Does Flyfly have Boundless Strike yet? Oh, he does. I was like, maybe he was afraid of getting vacuumed up, because I know he didn't have it for the longest time.
But I see now that that's what the vac's for, right?
Yeah.
You can't take fights, go